Hello everyone, this is meditation teacher Anthony Profeta, and today I'll be guiding you in what is known as a loving kindness meditation. Now, loving kindness practice is one that is near and dear to my heart. It's really a method of meditation that has become my sort of core and foundational practice because it's one which teaches us really how to generate an unconditional altruistic love, not only for ourselves, which first of all is so important. Self-love is so needed in today's world, self-acceptance. And truly, if we don't have love, if we don't have self-love, we can't fully love other people. And how can we give away to someone what it is if we don't have it? So cultivating self-love is so important. And this metta practice or loving kindness practice, its original name is Metta, M-E-T-T-A, but that translates into what we call the English word loving kindness. And it doesn't only help us to cultivate this altruistic love for ourselves, it helps us and teaches us how to do it for all beings, which is so needed in the world. It helps us to cultivate compassion. It helps us to find a deeper connection between ourselves and others. And there's great evidence and research today that shows that this practice isn't only good for like some spiritual purpose, even though it is said that if you just practice this alone, it would lead all the way to full awakening, full enlightenment. The truth is that there's research that it does wonderful and profound things for the well-being of our physical body. Helps with illness and disease. It helps with emotions, helps with mental anguish. It helps with people who are in chronic pain. So it has a profound array of benefits simply by practicing this technique. Now, the technique is one in which we send out these well wishes, these phrases, sort of like an affirmation or statements to ourselves, others in the world. And there is a sort of very specific flow to loving kindness. And so when I guide the practice, I will guide us through a series of different people that I'll ask you to call into your mind and just radiate out these phrases too. So there's not much you need to know beforehand, except the fact that if you're new to meditation, you just want to find a position for the body that's comfortable and relaxed. You don't need to be sitting cross-legged, and you can even lay down if you wish, but you want to find a position that's comfortable. And then I'm going to just guide us through the practice, and you just follow along with the guidance. Whenever the mind does wander, just gently and lovingly refocus back on whoever it is I'm asking you to think about, and just begin again with these phrases. And so now I'm going to guide us through a loving kindness meditation. So I invite you to get into any relaxed or comfortable position if you aren't already. I invite you to close your eyes, but you do not have to. However, closed eyes do help to turn our senses inwards, helps us to avoid any distractions that might be happening around us. But if you're one of those people that when you close your eyes and you're in the dark, you get a little bit drowsy, what you could do is leave your eyes slightly open, but with like an unfocused gaze, so not like you're looking at anything. And that little bit of light coming in might help with any sort of sleepiness or drowsiness that might occur if you were just in the total dark. You can leave your hands in any position that's comfortable for you. If you're familiar with mudras or hand seals, you're more than welcome to hold them, but otherwise leave them resting on your thighs, folded in your lap, or resting at your sides. And now just take a moment to maybe release any tension that you might be feeling, noticeable tension in the body. You can, tilt your head, turn your head, rotate your shoulders. And now I'm going to guide us in with 3 deep, long breaths together. So let's begin by taking a long, deep breath in. And slowly exhale or sigh your breath out. And take another long, deep breath in. Slowly exhale or sigh your breath out. And one more long, deep breath in. Slowly exhale or sigh your breath out. And now I invite you to just allow your breath to settle to whatever its natural or regular rhythm is in this moment. You're no longer controlling or regulating your breath in any way. At this point, you could also just let the breathing simply be through the nose, inhalation and exhalation in and out of the nostrils. Maybe notice the weight of the body on the chair or cushion you're seated upon or the mat you're lying upon. And now I invite you to just bring your awareness and attention to your body. Breathe for a moment. Notice the inhalation and the exhalation. And just let the breath be however it is in this moment. If it's fast, that's fine. If it's slow, that's fine. No need to judge it or think it needs to be any certain type of way. So if your breath is shallow, there's no need to think, no, maybe I need to start taking deeper breaths. Nope, that's a judgment. Let's leave the judging mind out of this and just focus on our breath. Whenever the mind wanders, just gently and lovingly encourage yourself to just go back to the breath. If your breath wanders 1,000 times, just keep coming back. Keep bringing it back. Center yourself in this moment, in the present moment. You see, your breath is an anchor to this present moment, which is the truth of reality. Because you don't breathe in the past, and neither do you breathe in the future. Every breath you take is happening right here and now. And now that we've hopefully centered ourselves a little bit, we're going to begin the loving kindness practice by I'm inviting you now to bring all your awareness and attention to yourself. Bring your awareness and attention to your body, to your whole being. And now I sort of tweaked the loving kindness meditation in a way that they would traditionally tell you to offer your loving kindness by saying, may I be. But rather than saying, may I be, I've changed the way we start the practice and tweaked it a little bit by saying, I am. By affirming these qualities or statements that really we're all looking for and that are right there within us. So please just silently repeat, or if you're alone by yourself, you can whisper them or vocalize them softly. But just repeat these 4 statements after me. I am loved. I am happy. I am healthy. I am peaceful. I am loved. I am happy. I am healthy. I am peaceful. I am loved. I am happy. I am healthy. I am peaceful. And now just please take a couple of moments to continue to offer yourself your own loving kindness by just continuing to silently repeat or affirm those 4 statements to yourself. I am loved. I am happy. I am healthy. I am peaceful. And whenever the mind wanders, just refocus your awareness on yourself, come back to you, and don't worry about where you were. Just start again. Start from the beginning with I am loved. Another thing is to not just let it be mechanical. Don't just run through these statements by saying them real fast, but really say them at a pace that's slower, comfortable for you, conversational pace, and know that you really are wishing this for yourself. Maybe put a little bit of feeling behind it. If you wish, you can even put a smile on your face. As you're stating these statements to yourself and offering this loving kindness to you, a slight smile or a smile will really help us to feel more loving kindness, feel happier. Whenever thoughts arise, distractions arise, just start again. I am loved. I am happy. I am healthy. I am peaceful. And next, I would like you to call to mind someone from the present or your past that you love dearly, someone you love a lot. Now, it can be a family member, a grandmother, a parent, a sibling, a grandchild, a child, or it can even be a very dear close friend. Those of you that are animal lovers, you can even pull in the pet that you love dearly. There's nothing wrong with that. And what I would like you to do is try to picture, imagine, sense, feel, visualize in any way you can this person in front of you, this person before you. Try to see them in your mind's eye. And now you're going to offer your loving kindness to them. And you can do this in one of two ways. You can either just say to the person while you're thinking of them, may you be loved. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. Or if you wanted to make it a little bit more personal, a little more intimate and personalize this, you can insert his or her name into the statements and say, may he or she be loved. May he or she be happy. May he or she be healthy. May he or she be peaceful. Now just try to offer your loving kindness to the person that you have imagined, visualized, you feel before you, by continuing to offer them those well wishes. You can continue to try to keep that smile on your face, cultivate the feeling behind the words. Know that whenever the mind wanders, you're not getting frustrated, you're not getting upset. The mind is just doing what it's been created to do. That's think. Just like your heart's created to beat. And so during this practice, while you're trying to focus, while you're trying to concentrate, thoughts might arise. That's okay. Don't beat yourself up for having thoughts. Don't start saying, oh, this is hard. I can't concentrate today. My mind's too busy. Those are all doubts and judgments. Simply, whenever you notice that the mind has wandered, refocus on the person and then just start again. Don't worry about where you were. May you be loved. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. You might notice it's easy to cultivate this feeling of loving kindness for the person we love dearly. We really wish these things for them. And so that's a good barometer to try to, base it off of how we should be feeling as we move through the flow and the practice towards other people. And so now, moving on, I invite you to call to mind someone you know who might be having a hard or a difficult time right now. Now, this can be someone who's suffering physically, emotionally or mentally, but of course also someone who's suffering physically with a sickness, illness, or disease. Someone who might be in need of a little bit of healing or good, healthy thoughts send their way, well wishes of health. So now please try to picture, imagine, sense, feel, visualize in any way possible this person before you. And now you're going to offer them your loving kindness. Again, you can either say, may you be loved, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be peaceful. Or you can personalize it, and if you know their name, insert that. May he or she be loved. May he or she be happy. May he or she be healthy. May he or she be peaceful. And now just take some moments to offer the loving kindness to this person that you have imagined before you. Again, you might notice with this person who's having a difficult time or is sick, it's quite easy to cultivate a feeling of loving kindness. When someone's sick, we tend to be more compassionate and kind towards that person because we know they're not feeling like themselves. So even if they were to sort of say something unkind to us, we sort of just brush it off. We know they're, under the weather, not their true self. And so that feeling of loving kindness, again, might be easy to generate for this person, but if not, you can keep that smile. Keep that half smile on your face as you recite these statements. Whenever the mind wanders, just start again. And again, this isn't mechanical. So don't just sit there and rush through but really think about what you're saying and feeling, put the feeling behind it. And with the way we're offering these loving kindness phrases is with a sense of generosity. Like we would wish someone, may you have a happy birthday. We're not demanding that they have happiness. We're not demanding that they have peace, like you must be happy. We're offering them this, like we wish this for them, just as you would say, I wish you have a happy birthday. May you have a happy birthday. We're saying, may you have love. May you be loved. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. And now I invite you to call to mind someone who is of a neutral person. And what I mean by a neutral person is someone you have no feelings for, either good or bad. You have no, you don't love them, but you don't hate them. It's like a neighbor you might see down the street or pass on the way to work and wave to them, but you don't really know anything about them or who they are. Or someone you might see in the morning when you're walking or jogging or taking your dog for a walk. You might pass this person on a regular basis. It could be your postman or your delivery person. It could be someone who you see in a store frequently, like maybe you go to frequent a certain store and it's the cashier or the person at the laundromat or the dry cleaners. And what you're going to do now is try to pull this person into your mind's eye. You're going to try to picture, imagine, sense, feel, or visualize in any way possible this neutral person. And now you're going to try to offer your loving kindness to them in the same way that you did for those you've loved and those who were sick, and for yourself. You might not know this person's name, so here it's probably best to just say, may you be loved. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. Now just take some time with this person. Now right off the bat, because this is a neutral person and someone you don't really know that well, or someone who's sick, you might notice that there's a little bit more of a sort of lack of feeling in the way you're offering them these feelings. The intensity is not there. For some of you it might be, but this is showing you, it's showing you a little bit of how, your altruistic love needs to be cultivated. It needs to flourish. It needs to grow for all people. And this loving kindness practice helps us to do that. But just try your best to offer them this loving kindness in the same manner you did in the previous exercises. May you be loved. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. You might also notice that maybe with this person, the mind is wandering a little bit more. It's harder to keep our attention on this person. That's okay. It's natural also. When you notice the mind has wandered, just gently refocus, bring the person back into the mind's eye, and just start again. Now, in a moment, we're going to be moving into a more difficult part of the loving kindness practice. Because now I invite you to call into your mind's eye someone from the present or your past that you might have had a hard or a difficult time getting along with. Someone who may have hurt you, used you, or even wronged you in some type of way. Someone with whom you've had conflict or just knows how to get under your skin and irritate you. Now, I often recommend, if you're new to the practice or if you're a beginner, don't start with the most hated person in your life. Choose someone that's actually more of a sort of mildly troublesome person, a person with just whom you have a little bit of conflict. Because if we start with someone that's manageable, it's easier for us to observe our reactions, our feelings, how this is unfolding for us. If we start with a very troublesome person or someone that's the most hated in our life or our world, it can become overwhelming. So I ask you to just try to picture, imagine, sense, feel, or visualize in any way possible someone with whom you just had a mild conflict in the present or the past. And now you're going to offer them your loving kindness in the same way as you did before, by saying, may you be loved, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be peaceful. And see how this feels. Right off the bat, you might recognize that there is a lot of resistance. We may be bringing this person into our mind's eye, and there's a little thought or little chatter in the background that's saying, I really don't wish this for this person. They've hurt me in some way. And typically the default state for the human nature is that when we're hurt by somebody, we respond in kind. Say something unkind to me, I'm going to say something unkind to you. And this meditation helps to work through those sort of default patterns, those habitual patterns that we've cultivated. Also recognize that when someone acts badly towards us, they are often coming from a place of pain themselves. And we do this practice for the difficult person, not with a heavy heart, but as an exploration, to look gently at ourselves and see all of our resistance, the way we are holding back our compassion, the way we refuse to let go of the baggage that we might be carrying around certain people or certain experiences. You might feel yourself getting angry or upset just by the thought of this person. That's okay. It's even natural at times. But recognize that change is possible. As you become more comfortable with the practice, you're likely to find that you can do it with some ease. It becomes a little bit easier. It's a relaxing of the heart, and your heart slowly begins to open. It can be a very profound, challenging, and liberating process. But if for any reason, if the person is actually making you feel so angry, upset, and annoyed that it's ruining your present moment experience, it's ruining this time, then maybe you want to take this moment to offer some loving kindness back to yourself. Because really, you're the one who's in need of a little bit of healing at this moment. And now last, but definitely not least, we have come to the last part of our practice, in which I'm going to invite you now to think about all beings, all life everywhere in this universe. We're going to send our loving kindness out to all life everywhere. So once again, just silently repeat or state these 4 statements quietly, but just silently repeat them after me. May all beings be loved. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be loved. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. And may all beings be peaceful. And now please take the final moment of this meditation to sincerely and wholeheartedly try to offer your loving kindness now to all beings, to all life, everywhere in this universe. Again, if you find it helpful, continue on now with that smile, sending out these well wishes. Help us to cultivate that feeling. Whenever your mind wanders, just start again. Sometimes it's hard to keep our awareness on all beings because it seems like such a hard thing to think about. So I'd like to share with you a visualization that I learned from a monk when I was in a monastery in India. And while he was sending out these phrases, what he would do is he would think about sending out a colored energy, like think of himself as like a radio transmitter. And when he said, "May you be loved," whatever color you associate with love, maybe since we associate a red heart with love, the color red is love to you. Just think about a red energy moving out of yourself in all directions throughout the entire universe. And then when you say, "May you be happy," or "May all beings be happy," send out whatever color happy energy is to you. "May all beings be healthy," send out a color of healing in all directions. "And may all beings be peaceful," send out a peaceful energy, a color in all directions. Now I'm just offering this as a tool. It may help some, it might not help others. So if you find that useful, then you can do that in this part of the practice. But if not, you do not have to. Just continue on. May all beings be loved. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. And may all beings be peaceful. Our meditation has come to its end. You may need to bring some gentle movement back to your body by beginning to wiggle your toes or wiggle your fingers. You may want to stretch your arms or legs. Some of you might like to take a couple of deep breaths just to bring your awareness back to the body, fully grounded again in this room. Whenever you feel ready, you can slowly begin to open your eyes and make your way back into the space. I thank you so much for going on this journey of loving kindness with me. I hope you enjoyed that. I just want to share one more thing about that difficult person. Please know that it's not really about them. What we're really doing is by bringing this person into our mind's eye, and if you're going to continue the practice, which I hope you all do, try to stick with the person that you pulled in for this time, because it can really show you how the feeling is shifting for you. And what I mean is, what begins to happen is it allows you to cultivate a feeling of forgiveness. And forgiveness really isn't about the other person, it's for us. And by coming to the point that you can really wish them that they be happy, really wish them that they be healthy and peaceful, that comes a point that means your heart is opening. And it means that you're now at a place where even though they might have hurt you or wronged you or used you, maybe now you're seeing more clearly that they were coming from a place of hurt and pain themselves. And so you say, it's time for me to let this baggage go. It's time for me to put this down. And so it allows you to move on your path, move on in your personal growth, spiritual development. So that part, even though we're sitting down thinking of this person, it's not really for them, it's for us. So if you enjoyed this meditation, if you enjoyed the topic, please, share it, give it a like, give it a heart, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to leave them in the section below. And I hope that each and every one of your days is truly filled with an abundance of love, happiness, and peace.